Hey guys, so the rainy season here in Thailand actually seems to be a bit lower as expected. We actually get a lot of sun right now, and that means that we can go outside and I can give you some tips on how to actually shoot travel videos. So in this video I want to show you how you can get B-roll shots for your travel videos in a way that the shots, when you cut them together, actually makes sense. So the problem that a lot of people have when they shoot B-roll for their travel videos is that they don't really know how to get proper shots that they can put together later in post so that it makes sense. And by making sense, I mean that it at least gives some sense of a story, that it's not just randomly put together, like one shot from the city, then the next shot from the jungle, then the next shot from the ocean. Now you want to put it together in a way that you at least stick to one place and the viewer gets a feeling for that place. It's not all about just storytelling in travel videos, it's actually a lot about like capturing the feeling of a place. And in this video I want to show you how you can get shots in a way that it makes easy later for you in post to put them together so that it all looks good. So I'm here at the King's Monument in Chiang Mai in Thailand right now. So I would say let's walk around a bit and get some shots here, and I show you how I do it. So as mentioned before, we're at the Three Kings Monument here right now, and I want to get shots of that. And of course I want to put some more shots in it in the final video and not just one single shot. So the first thing that I want to start with to build a sequence is a wide angle shot that shows the Three Kings. So what I do is I want to get some motion inside. I knee a bit down here, I focus, and then I just get a revealing shot of the Three Kings. So basically a movement from down to up, and that already does the job. To make that a bit nicer, a bit more interesting, what you can also do is use foreground objects. For example, here we have some plants here, so what I can simply do is I can also again focus on the Three Kings, and then I can make a side movement here to reveal the Three Kings. And it's always nice because foreground objects make the movement in your shot a lot more visible, and especially when you do shots like that, they would usually look pretty boring. If I would just get a shot like that here, then I can make a photo, right? So in that case it's actually better if you bring some movement into your shot. Like the first time I did it was simply by moving the camera up and down, and here I have a foreground object so I can reveal the Three Kings. So much for the first shot. And the next shots that I want to do now are some close-up shots so that I can make it a bit more interesting. Like the first shot gives an overview, and now I want to get a bit more in depth. Ooh, it's actually good to be in the shadow now. It's pretty hot today for rainy season. I don't understand that. So let's get the next shot. And the next shot here is that I want to zoom in. And now I'm already a bit closer. I want to zoom in a bit more. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and now I use the edge of the, pyramid here to also get a revealing shot. The shot is actually not good, it's not close enough. Yeah, this would actually be a good angle, but now the lens that I have with me doesn't have enough zoom to get a proper close-up shot. So that's why I want to get a bit closer. And that's actually good. Now I can zoom fully in and I can focus on the heads of the Three Kings. And it's pretty complicated from here to have a foreground object, so I go a bit closer. And I have to adjust my monitor a bit so that I can get a nice shot. I got it. Let's just review that. Not exactly sure if that's good because I could barely see my monitor. But yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I like it. What's also good here is that the right king, he looks a bit to the left. So by using that edge here, I can actually use a foreground object as well. Focus. And there I got it. So that's actually very easy. You first take a wide angle shot and then you can go a bit closer to the objects, or you can zoom to get some close-up shots. Like here at the monument, it looks nice, but it's especially interesting if you film people, for example, on a market, because then you can first get an overview over the market, and then you show what the people actually do with their hands there and so on. Just to give one example, there are like unlimited example. Every place where you go has something where people interact, and when you have something like that, always think about that. First some wide angle shots and then go more in depth. So that's the first tip, going from wide to close. You can actually also do the opposite. Sometimes it's better to maybe do some close-up shots where the people don't really see what's happening and then you reveal it. That can also be a good method. But now what I also want to do is, I want to get one more shots of those flowers here. I mean, the flowers itself now don't look too beautiful, but they are a good way to transition to the traffic, because there you can see some cars are driving in the back. When I now get a shot of that, let's do that quick. Zoom out a bit. So now I got that shot of the flowers, and the flowers itself in that case actually not that important, but now I want to change to another location. For example, I want to show the traffic happening there. It's actually not like the perfect place for the traffic there, but maybe there. So I could go here, and now I can make a focus transition shot. Okay, so let's actually not get a shot of the traffic. Let's get a shot of the other building there, because that looks quite interesting. So I do a focus transition from the flowers now to the building. And that looks nice, right? So now we have some shots of the King's Monument. And then I use the flowers to focus on something else. And now I could go to the building there and get some shots of that. And we have a perfect transition from one spot to the other. But of course, the next place that you want to get shots of is probably not always so close to the location where you are right now. So in that case, what you can also do is simply to get a shot of something that is in that place and that is similar to something in the other place. So you first focus, for example, on the traffic, then you, in the next place, you also get a shot first of the traffic, and then you switch with the camera to the actual place that you want to film. So that's an easy way to transition from one place to the other. So back in the shadow here, it's really hot today. Good to sit here right now. Yeah, and the last tip that I want to give you is, in your travel videos, to stick more to one place, or not necessarily to one place, but to one kind of place. So for example, now we got some shots here of buildings inside the city. So if I would then do the next shot, maybe where we're suddenly on a boat and jump into the ocean, it doesn't make so much sense, right? Especially if after that then suddenly the city comes again. So in that case, I would first go for the city, then I would probably go to some jungle, mountain stuff, or whatever you have in your travel footage, and then I would get to the ocean. But I would not do like city, ocean, city, jungle. I would have a specific order in it, but I would not just do that randomly together. So that's also very important. Stick to one kind of place all the time, and then when like the music gives you the chance, or you just have to switch because you don't have any footage anymore, or it just feels good, then switch to another place, but don't switch back and forth all the time. That's also very important. But apart from that, if you do it like that today, if you go from wide to close, and then you also try to use one object to switch to another scene, then you can actually give your travel videos a much better feeling, because then it feels more like it actually makes sense. Even if you don't have a real story in your travel video, it makes it a lot easier for the viewer to follow your clips. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's actually it for today. I hope you liked that video, and if you like this tutorial, then please leave me a thumbs up. And also, if you want to see more videos like that in the future, then don't forget to press the subscribe and the bell notifications button right now, because I publish one video every Sunday. So see you in the next one.